Good day, everyone. So for today's video lesson, I am going to discuss another way of finding the inverse, and this time we are going to use the cofactor expansion. For our learning objectives, we're going to compute for the determinant and adjoint matrix and find the inverse of the matrix using the cofactor. We're going to follow these steps in finding the inverse of the matrix using the cofactor expansion. So the first one, we're going to find the matrix of the cofactor. So for each element in the matrix, we are going to find its cofactor. Then we have to find the adjugate or the adjoint of the matrix. So this is the transpose of the matrix of the cofactors. So swap the rows and columns of the cofactor matrix. And the third one, we're going to find the determinant of the original matrix. If the determinant is 0, the matrix is singular and do not have an inverse. Then the last step, we're going to find the inverse matrix using the formula. A inverse is equal to 1 over the determinant A times the adjoint A. So we have to simplify by dividing each of the element of the adjugate matrix by the determinant of the original matrix. Now let us apply the process or the steps that we have mentioned in the following examples. So using the cofactor method, find the inverse of the matrix A whose entries are 1, 2, 3, 4. So for our step 1, we're going to find the matrix of the cofactors. So the first number, we have C sub 11. So what will be the sign of C sub 11? C sub 11 is represented by this number 1. So, so we're going to cross out all the numbers in our row where 1 is located. Similarly, all the columns. So what will be the sign? So that is negative 1 is raised to the position 1 plus 1. And then after eliminating all these numbers, rows and columns, what is left is this number. We have 4. So we have to copy this 4. So what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 1, and that is 2. 2 is an even, therefore our sign will be positive. So 1 times 4, then we have C sub 11 is equal to 4. Next, for C sub 12, wherein the first row and second column is represented by our number 2. So we're going to cross out the row in the first row and the numbers in the second column. And then what will be the sign? So we have here the position is negative 1 is raised to the position of 1 plus 2. And then what is left here? We have here 3. Okay. And then simplifying, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 is an odd number. Therefore, we have negative 1 for the sign. So negative 1 times 3, that's why we have here a negative 3. Next is C sub 13, C sub 21 rather, wherein the number in the second row and first column is pertaining to 3. So for this C sub 21, what will be the sign? That is negative 1 is raised to the position of 2 plus 1, second row, first column. And we're going to eliminate or slash the numbers where 3 is located, slash the column and row. So what is left here is 2. Copy 2. And then we have now, to simplify, negative 1 is raised to 2 plus 1, which is 3. And 3 is an odd number. So negative 1 times 2, that's why we have here a negative 2. And then lastly, we have C sub 22, which is represented by number 4. So what will be the sign? That is negative 1 is raised to the position 2 plus 2. Okay? And slash the row and column where 4 is located. So what is left here is 1. Okay, copy 1. So 2 plus 2 is 4 and 4 is an even. So we have the sign is positive 1. 1 times 1, that is 1. So what is now our matrix of the cofactors? That is, so we have to copy this: 4, negative 3, negative 2, positive 1. And this is our matrix of cofactors. Now we have to proceed to the next step, which is the adjugate of the matrix. So this is the transpose of the matrix of the cofactors. So in the previous slide, we obtained the matrix of the cofactors, which is 4, negative 3, negative 2, 1. So our adjugate now is its transpose. So the numbers in the row 4, negative 3 is now written in the column. Yan, 4, negative 3. And the second row, negative 2, 1, is written into the second column. This is now our adjoint matrix. Then we have to find the determinant. So this is the original matrix that we have. Matrix A, whose entry is 1, 2, 3, 4. So to find its determinant, yan, we have to multiply the diagonally. So we have times 4 minus 3 times 2. So let us have here determinant of A is 4 minus 6 or negative 2. Then last part will be the application of the formula. Inverse of A is 1 over the determinant A times the adjoint A. So we all know that our determinant is negative 2. So we have to substitute the determinant A, which is a negative 2, and our adjoint A for negative 2, negative 3, 1. So we have to apply the distribution and we have to multiply its element with negative 1 half. So negative 1 half times 4. That is now the same as 4 divided by negative 2. So that's why we have negative 2 here. Negative 2 times negative 1 half is the same as negative 2 over negative 2 or positive 1. Negative 3 times negative 1 half is the same as positive 3 halves. Negative, negative. Okay? Then 1 times negative 1 half is negative 1 half. Therefore, we can say this is our inverse of the matrix A. Okay? Uh, Next example. So using the cofactor method again, let us find the inverse of the matrix whose entries are 2, negative 4, 3, negative 3. So again, first step, let us find the matrix of the cofactors. So start with C sub 11. C sub 11 is represented by 2. So the number is located in the first row and first column. So what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to the position 1 plus 1, and then slash the row and column where 2 is located. So that's why we have what is left is negative 3. Okay. So the sign now, negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 1, which is 2. And 2 is an even number. Therefore, we arrive at a positive 1. So 1 times negative 3, that's why we have negative 3. Next is C sub 12. Okay. First row, second column. So we have the sign is negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 2. So slash the row where negative 4 is located. Okay, we have to slash this part. So what is left is 3. So 3, then simplify the result. We have here negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 2, and that is 3. And 3 is an odd number, so we arrive at negative sign here. So negative 1 times 3, that is now a negative 3. Next is C sub 21. So we have the sign is negative 1 raised to 2 plus 1. And 2 plus 1 is an odd number, which is 3 is an odd number. And then slash the row and column where C sub 21 is located, second row, first column. So that is now, what is left is negative 4. Copy, negative 4. Then simplifying, we have here negative 1 times a negative 4. That is now a positive 4. And the last one, we have C sub 22. So the sign will be negative 1 is raised to the position 22. That is now a 2 plus 2. Slash the row and column where C sub 22 is located. So represented by negative 3. So slash the row, slash the column. What is left is a positive 2. Copy. And simplify, we have here 2 plus 2, that is 4. So we arrive at a positive 1. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Okay? So these are the cofactors. Now let us find the matrix of the cofactors. Let us copy. We have now negative 3 for the first row, and 4, 2 for the second row. Now it's adjoint. The adjugate of the matrix is, okay, so we have to copy the first row. The transpose is negative 3 in the first row is now written as the column. And 4, 2 for the second row is now written into the second column. Okay? Next step, let us find the determinant of our given matrix. So we have to multiply 2 times negative 3, which is a negative 6, and 3 times negative 4, which is a negative 12. So we have negative 6 plus 12, that is a positive 6. Okay. Next is using the formula, substitute the value of our determinant. So we have 1 over 6 times, this is our adjoint. Then we have to distribute. So negative 3 times 1, 6 is the same as negative 3 over 6. 4 times 1, 6 is 4 over 6. Negative 3 times 1, 6 is negative 3 over 6. And 2 times 1, 6 is the same as 2 over 6. Now, lastly, we have to simplify our results. So for the inverse, we have here negative 3 over 6 is the same as negative 1 half. 4 over 6 is simplified. Common here is 2, so we arrive at 2/3. And then negative 3 over 6, common is 3, so we arrive at negative 1 half. And so with 2 over 6, common is 2, so we arrive at 1/3. Therefore, this is now our inverse of the matrix A. Let us take now this example number 3. So as you observe, we arrive at a 3 by 3 matrix. So how will you able to find the inverse of this matrix using the cofactor expansion? So let us have the cofactors to find our cofactor matrix. So the first number is our C sub 11, that is represented by 0. Okay, this part. So what will be the sign? That is now a negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 1. And then slash all the numbers located in the first row and first column. So we arrive at negative 1, 3, 1, 4. So this one. And we have to simplify this by multiplying, okay, this one. The sign is positive because 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have positive 1 here. And then negative 1 times 4. Negative 1 times 4 is a negative 4 minus 1 times 3. That is now a negative, minus 3 rather. So negative 4 minus 3, that is now a negative 7 times 1. So we arrive at negative 7 for C sub 11. Next is our C sub, okay, C sub 12. That is represented by another 0, this one. So first row, second column, okay? Now, what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 2. And then if we're going to slash the row where 0 is located, the first row and the second column. Okay, what is left here is 2, 3, 1, 4. This matrix. And then simplifying the result, we will have, okay, so the sign 1 plus 2, that is 3, and 3 is an odd number, so we arrive at negative 1. Then 2 times 4 is 8, minus 1 times 3, okay, minus 3. And then we have 8 minus 3, that is 5, times a negative 1. That's why we have here a negative 5. Next is C sub 13, wherein 1 that is represented by 1, first row, third column. Okay? And what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 3. And then slash the row, the first row, slash the third column. What is left is 2, negative 1, 1, 1. Okay, this one. Okay, this part. And simplifying this result, negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 3, and that is 4. Negative 1 is raised to 4, so we arrive at positive 1. And then multiply 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So minus a negative 1, that becomes a positive 1. Then combining 2 plus 1, which is 3, times 1, okay, we arrive at a positive 3. Next row, we have now C sub 21, that is represented by 2. So the sign here, negative 1, is raised to 2 plus 1. Okay? Slash the second row, slash the first column. So we arrive at 0, 1, 1, 4. Okay, this part. And then simplifying, we have now negative 1, we have positive is raised, negative 1 is raised to 3. And 3 is an odd number, therefore, we arrive at negative 1. And then multiplying 0 times 4 is 0. Minus 1 times 1, of course, we have minus 1. Then, negative 1 is multiplied to 0 minus 1, of course, is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. This is our C sub 21. Next number is C sub 22, that is represented by negative 1. So sign negative 1 is raised to the position 2 plus 2. And then slash the second row, slash the second column. So we have 0, 1, 1, 4. Okay. Next is simplifying this result. We obtain now at, okay, the sign here is positive, so we have positive 1 here. 0 times 4 is 0. Then 1 times 1 is 1. So 0 minus 1 is negative 1 times 1. That's why we have a negative 1 here. The last number in the second row is 3. Okay. So this 3. What will be the sign of C sub 23? That is negative 1 is raised to 2 plus 3. And then slash the second row, slash the third column. So what is left is 0, 0, 1, 1. This part. And then we have to simplify the result. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 is an odd number, so that's why we arrive at negative 1 here for the sign. Then 0 times 1 is 0, minus 1 times 0, which is also 0. So 0 times a negative 1 is, of course, 0. C sub 23 is 0. Let us proceed to the third row. So the first number is 1. We have here We have here 1. So what will be the sign first? Negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 1. Okay. Then slash the third row. Slash the first column where 1 is located. So what is left now is 0, 1, negative 1, 3. Okay, this part. Then, simplifying. Okay, this is now 3 plus 1 is 4. So, negative 1 is raised to 4. 4 is even. So, we arrive at positive 1. Then, multiply 0 times 3 is 0 minus negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. So, minus a negative 1. So, we arrive at plus 1. And 1 times 1 is, of course, 1. Yan. So, we arrive at C sub 31 is equal to 1. Next, the next number that we have for C sub 32 is that is represented by 1. Okay, this part. So, what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 2. And then, slash the third row, slash the second column. So, what is left in the matrix is, or we have here 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this matrix. Next is to simplify the result. So we have negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 1, which is 5. And 5 is an odd number, so we have negative 1 here. Then multiply 0 times 3 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. So minus 2, which is now a negative 2. Multiply to negative 1 is, of course, a positive 2. So C sub 32 is equal to 2. And lastly, we have now C sub 33. Yan. C sub 33 is represented by 4. So we are going to simplify this. We have the sign is negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 3. And then slash the row and column where 4 is located. So what is left here is 0, 0, 2, negative 1. And then if we're going to simplify, negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 3, which is 6. So that is now, 6 is an even number, so we arrive at positive 1. And then, multiply 0 times negative 1, which is 0, and 2 times 0, which is also 0. So, 0 times 1, that is now a 0. So, C sub 33 is 0. Okay, from the previous slides, we will arrive now from this matrix of the cofactors. So we have negative 7, negative 5, 3, 1, negative 1, 0, and 1, 2, 0. So we have to proceed to our next step, which is the adjugate of our matrix by getting now its transpose. So in the first row, negative 7, negative 5, 3, that is now written in the first column, negative 7, negative 5, 3. Wherein the entries in our second row is now written in the second column, 1, negative 1, 0. And lastly, 1, 2, 0 in the third row is now written in the third column, 1, 2, 0. Next is to find our determinant. So this is our given determinant. So to find, let us use, using the cofactor expansion, let us use first, um, the first row wherein two zeros are located. That is the easiest solution. Yeah. So we have the first number is, of course, we have here 0 as the first entry times the solution that we have. So just indicate 0. The same with this part, so that is 0. And then the number that we have here is 1. Let us copy 1. What will be the sign? That is now negative 1 is raised to the position of 1 that is in the first row and third column. So 1 plus 3. Then if we're going to slash the first row and the third column, the remaining determinant is has an entry of 2, negative 1, 1, 1. Okay, this part. Let us simplify now the result. We have, of course, 0, 0, then Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 3, which is 4. So we arrive at a positive 1 for the sign. Times 1, we have 1. And then from the matrix, 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 1 times negative 1, which is now a negative 1. Negative of negative 1 is positive 1. Then simplify, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. And times 1, so our determinant A is equal to 3. Let us substitute now in the formula. So we have 1 over the determinant, which is 3. So 1/3 times this part, the adjugate of the matrix. So let us copy. Negative 7, 1, 1, negative 5, 1, 2, negative 5, negative 1, 2, and 3, 0, 0 from this adjugate. Next, let us distribute our 1/3 1 by 1. So 1/3 times negative 7 is negative 7/3. 1/3 times 1 is 1/3. 1/3 times 1 is 1/3. 1/3 times negative 5 is negative 5/3. 1/3 times negative 1 is negative 1/3. 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. 1/3 times 3 is 3 over 3 or 1. 1/3 times 0 is 0. And 1/3 times 0 is 0. So try to look, is there any fractions to be simplified? So if that's so, we have now the final answer. Okay? So that is our inverse of the matrix. Let us have another one. So using our cofactor expansion, let us find the inverse of our matrix A. So step 1, let us find the cofactors of each entry. So we arrive at, okay, the first number is 1. The position is C sub 11, so 1 plus 1. Slash the first row, slash the first column. So the remaining determinants, the remaining matrix 5, 0, 5, negative 1. This part. So next is what will be the sign? So that is positive 2. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and that is now uneven. So we have positive 1 here. Then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. 5 times 0 is 0. So negative 5 times 1, we have a negative 5 for our C sub 11. For our C sub 12, so our number is represented by 1. So what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 2. And then slash the first row, slash the second column. So the remaining matrix will be 2, 0, 2, negative 1. Okay, then simplify the result. We arrive at 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 is odd numbers. That's why we have here a negative 1. Then simplify this part. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Minus 2 times 0 is 0. That is now a negative 2 times a negative 1. That's why we have here a positive 2. So C sub 12 is positive 2. Next is C sub 13. So C sub 13 is represented by this number, which is 1. And then what will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to 1 plus 3. And then let us slash the first row and the third column. So the remaining matrix 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay. Then simplifying, we have negative 1 is raised to 4. So we have positive 1 here. Then 2 times 5 is 10 minus 2 times 5, which is also 10. Then 10 minus 10 is of course 0. 0 times 1 is 0. So our C sub 13 is 0. Let us proceed to our second row. Let us find its cofactors. So the first number is 2. So we have the position to get our sign. Negative 1 is raised to 2 plus 1. And then let us slash the second row. and the first column. Okay, so the remaining matrix, we have here 1, 1, 5, negative 1. Then simplifying this result, we have 2 plus 1 is 3, so that is an odd number. So we have negative 1 here for the sign. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Minus 5 times 1, we have negative minus 5. Okay, then negative 1 minus 5, that is now a negative 6 times a negative 1. That's why we have here a positive 6. Next is C sub 22. Wherein, okay, position now, that is represented by 5. 2 plus 2, that is now, that is the sign. Then, let us slash the second row and second column. So we arrive at the remaining matrix is 1, 1, 2, negative 1. Okay, this part. So, negative 1 is raised to 4, and that is now a positive 1. And then multiply 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1, minus 2 times 1, which is 2. So, negative 1 minus 2, that is now a negative 3, times 1, we have negative 3. Then, C sub 23, okay, that is represented by 0. So, we have to slash the second row, and the third column. So, the remaining um, matrix is 1, 1, 2, 5. This part. The sign is negative 1 is raised to 2 plus 3, which is now negative 1 is raised to 5, which is 5 is an odd number. So we arrive at negative 1. Then 1 times 5 is 5 minus 2 times 1. So we have here 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So our C sub 23 is negative 3. And then, uh, for the third row, the first number is 2. So we have C sub 31. That is now the position. Okay, negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 1. Slash the third row, slash the first column. So the remaining matrix, 1, 1, 5, 0. 1, 1, 5, 0. Okay, simplifying this, we have now negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 1, which is 4. And 4 is an even number. That's why we have a positive 1 here. 1 times 0 is 0, minus 5 times 1, which is 5. 0 minus 5 is negative 5, times 1 is negative 5. So our C sub 31 is negative 5. Let us have C sub 32. Okay, that is represented by 5. So we have the sign is negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 2. Then, let us slash the third row and the second column. So, what is left in the matrix? We have 1, 1, 2, 0. 1, 1, 2, 0. Simplifying, we have 3 plus 2, that is 5, which is an odd number. So, we arrive at negative 1 here for the sign. 1 times 0 is 0, minus 2 times 1, which is 2. So, 0 minus 2 is negative 2 times a negative 1, which is now a positive 2. So, C sub 32 is 2. And then, lastly, we have the last number is represented by negative 1 in the matrix. So, for the sign, we have negative 1 is raised to 3 plus 3. That is now 6. So, we have a positive 1. Let us slash the third row and the third column. What is remain in the matrix is 1, 1, 2, 5. Okay? So, therefore, simplifying this, we will arrive now at 1 times. Okay, so we have to multiply 1 times 5, that is 5 minus 2. Then 5 minus 2 is of course 3. So our C sub 33 is 3. Okay, so from the previous slides, we solve for the cofactors of each of the entry of our matrix A. Let us collate them into our matrix form. So we arrive at the first row, negative 5, 2, 0. Second row, 6, 3, negative 3. And third row, negative 5, 2, 3. Now let us find its conjugate. So the adjugate of the matrix, the adjoint is, so first row, negative 5, 2, 0 is written in the first column. Second row, 6, negative 3 is now written in the second column. And lastly, last row, negative 5, 2, 3 is written now in the third column. Then we have to find the determinant of our matrix A. So at this point, let us use the third column where 0 is located. And then, so the first number that we have is 1. So let us copy 1. Multiplied to the sign, negative 1 is raised to the position of 1 is that is located in the first row, third column. So 1 plus 3. Then slash the row where 1 is located, first row and third column. Then what is left? Matrix 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay, this part. And then that is now plus 0 plus the next number is negative 1. Let us copy negative 1. What will be the sign? Negative 1 is raised to, what is the position of negative 1? That is located in the third row. So 3 and third column, another 3. So 3 plus 3. Okay? So slash the row and column where negative 1 is located. So what is left here? 1, 1, 2, 5. Okay, this part. Now, let us simplify the result. We have 1 plus 3 is 4. So, we arrive at positive 1 times 1. Of course, we have here 1. 2 times 5 is 10. Then, minus 2 times 5 also, that is 10. Then, we have here plus 0. Then, simplify the other one. 3 plus 3 is 6. So, 6 is an even number. So, we arrive here at a positive 1 times negative 1. This part, negative 1. 1 times 5 is 5 minus 2 times 1, which is 2. So, let us simplify it further. 10 minus 10, that is 0 times 1. Of course, that is 0 plus 0. Then 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times negative 1, that is now a negative 3. Okay, so our determinant is negative 3. Then, using the formula, for the inverse, that is now 1 over the determinant A, which is now a negative 3. Then for the adjugate, so we have to copy this one. 5, negative 5, 6, negative 5, 2, negative 3, 2, and 0, negative 3, 3. Let us distribute our negative 1/3. So we come up with negative 1/3 times negative 5 is positive 5/3 because when we have here negative negative becomes positive. 6 times negative 1/3 is the same as 6 divided by negative 3. So that's why we have here negative 2. Negative 5 times negative 1/3, that is now a positive 5/3 because they are both negative. Then 2 times negative 1/3 is of course negative 2/3. Negative 3 times negative 1/3 is the same as positive 3 over 3 or 1. Then 2 times negative 1/3 is negative 2/3. Then 0 times negative 1/3 is 0. Negative 3 times negative 1/3 is the same as 3 over 3 or 1. And lastly, 3 times negative 1/3 is negative 3 over 3 or negative 1. So this is our inverse. Okay. Okay. It's your turn. So let's practice. So using the cofactor method that I have discussed on this video lesson, you're going to find the inverse of the matrix A whose entries are 103, 216, and 140. I hope you follow the steps, and I also um, hope that you learn from this video lesson. Okay? That's all for today. God bless everyone.